Is James Makhubela, and he hails all the way from Pankop in Mpumalanga province. He's also a frequent motivational speaker and has successfully released books such as Money Like Water, Breaking the Vicious Cycle of Debt, as well as Xenophobia, the Missed Opportunity, under his name. While James is back with yet another motivational read that he titled Daughter, You Are Beautiful. Now, it's a read that highlights how beauty is used to define a woman's place in today's society. He now joins me in studio to tell us more about this offering. A very good morning to you, James, and welcome back. And a big congratulations, another book under your belt.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now, talk to us about what was the biggest influence that propelled you to writing this book.
Okay, there's been a misunderstanding of what true beauty is, and that has brought much confusion and high expectations from the women that they cannot really bring out, because it is the standard that was expected from them is unachievable, because it is a false standard of beauty.
Talk to us about that false standard and how the false standard seems to be one that is acceptable.
Yes. Now, the book is based on a story in the book called Song of Songs in the Bible. Now, what happened was that Solomon was praising this woman that he was about to marry. And now, as he was speaking to her, he started to praise how she looked. But behind the praising, there was messages that he was trying to convey to her, that the value is behind. It's not necessarily about the appearance. Because he started to tell her, he started to praise her eyes. He started to say, your eyes are so beautiful like those of a dove.
And like Solomon, would you say that's your definition of beauty, that beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder and it's not just surface beauty?
Definitely. The reason when we speak about beauty, every woman has two faces. Now, there is a actual face and there is a hidden face. Now, what he was addressing was actually talking about the inner face. The beauty is hidden inside. The physical appearance, it doesn't really matter.
Now, in reference to the physical appearance, what would you say are some of the misconceptions that society uses to measure beauty? So is it the color of one's skin? Is it the shape of a body? What are some of those misconceptions?
Yeah, definitely. Some, they use the color of the skin, how the body parts were shaped, the weight and all those things. And then now, what I was actually emphasizing in the book was that when we look at the lips, we don't necessarily look at the beauty, but what comes out of the lips. That's what matters. And when we look at the eyes, it's not necessarily about the actual eyes, but the perception which determines the beauty. How does a lady views things? Her perception, that's what defines her beauty. How she views things. Even also when we speak about the issue of the lady's ears. It's not necessarily how they are shaped, but it's how it speaks also about her understanding. So we are breaking that in the book, that you must look beyond your physical appearance, because many ladies, they cannot achieve their full potential. They're always lacking confidence because they feel, I'm not that beautiful.
Yes, and talk to us about what some of the factors are that contribute to making women feel less beautiful or less content. Is it what they see in the media when they look at models and they think, oh, I could never reach that standard or that level of beauty, and so a woman starts to become less confident? Would you agree with that?
What they see on the actually the pressure also comes from men. What they want the women to look like other women, and God created every woman individually. So it's an error to compare someone with someone on the TV or on the magazine and expect them to reach a certain standard, which God really didn't. He completed them and created them perfectly.
But in this ever-changing modern world where social media really has become rather a frame of reference for a lot of people in terms of how they should live their lives, how they should look, do you think that the saying that beauty lies in the eye of the beholder still holds water, or people still even consider that, or it's all about what people can see, surface things? Yeah,
the standard of social media, it's unachievable. It will cause a lady to always feel incomplete, because that standard, it is a standard that no one will look like another person. So it is important the person to know herself and know what God has taught in her and understand the beauty from who created her. So God sees you as a daughter. He says, you are beautiful, you are perfect the way I created you. And that if a lady starts to move in that confidence, she becomes the best she can be, because no one will bring her down. When we speak about, there's a chapter I was speaking about the issue of confidence. I said confidence has nothing to do with how a person looks, but it has everything to do with how a person knows, what the person knows. The more you know something, that's what brings, it's like someone a confidence to you. So the knowledge a person possesses, that's why it is important for ladies out there to invest in the inner being, in their mind, to know more. Because the lady who knows, I tell you, she's powerful.
And I suppose that is what you would want readers, men and women, to walk away with from this book.
Definitely. To understand like that the physical appearance, it's a low standard of defining beauty. It's deeper than that, far deeper than. That's why we see ladies doing things to themselves, trying to change themselves, because they don't want to change the person within and empower that person within in order to come out.
Wow. Now, in this book, you make a lot of reference, as you said, the book is based on Song of Songs. There's a lot of reference to the Bible.
Yes.
Do you think that reading the Bible as a Christian man has helped you to have a deeper understanding of what is beautiful, what makes people beautiful, and what would you say makes you, as the author, beautiful?
Yeah, I think it's as a level of what I know and then how what God has put in me. But one thing that also that I want to emphasize is that as men read this book, also it will help them to appreciate ladies more, because it will help them to understand and not put unnecessary pressure on them.
Oh, absolutely. I think everybody should read this book. James Makhubela, thank you very much for your time this morning.
Thank you, ma'am.
That's author and motivational speaker James Makhubela. He's been speaking to us about the release of his latest book entitled Daughter, You Are Beautiful. And in this read, he is breaking down how the concept of beauty is used to define women today. What an inspirational book indeed. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with more here on Morning Live. Stay with us.